Welcome to the World Monologue Games Regional Finals for 2023. You're watching the main professional category and the region is New South Wales, Australia. Note that we often have strong language or adult themes here at the game, so if you're sensitive to any particular topic or subject matter, it could be in this show. Feel free to hit the like or subscribe button or give us a comment or chat message if you'd like to show some love for the actors. Voting lines will be open for 48 hours at the end of this broadcast, and a link will be posted in the description of this video below. Enjoy the show.
Don't really make friends that easily. You know, it's always been a battle. All throughout school, I felt alone. I don't know if it was like because I wasn't interested in people, or you know, if they weren't interested in me. I tried to connect with people, but nothing ever really clicked. You know, it was meaningfully. People seemed to like me, you know, superficially at least, but I was never part of any of the cool groups or anything like that. I did have one guy that I considered my friend, David. We had some common interests like video games and soccer and stuff like that. He was more popular than me, which I didn't mind. It actually made me feel a bit cooler. You know, girls liked him more than they liked me, luckily, because it actually got me invited to a couple of parties. But yeah, my anxiety was never higher than it was in those situations. You know, socially, I was never great with alcohol, so I tried to avoid it. I didn't like what it did to me, and after these parties, I didn't like seeing what it did to other people. Just felt so different to all of them. I thought maybe Sydney would be better. I could meet people, you know, more people in a big city. I'd feel less anxious and stuff. I thought that things would be different, but I feel more isolated than ever. I fucking hated it. I can't even go back to my town. David. He died of an overdose. I've got no friends to go back to. I've got no life to go back to. I don't know if I want to continue mining.
You're asking me about how I felt when I found out. You do realise how cliche that is, right? Fine. It was like any other normal day. Talking about normal things, you know, just school runs, dog appointments, uniform pickups. And then phone rang. Doctor's office, results ready. Was I worried? Yeah, of course I was. But you know, trying to stay positive, and Johnny's all silver lining guy. He's like, you know, it's just a small lump, it's fine, it's just procedure to call you back. Yeah, procedure, right? Guess he was wrong, wasn't he? Stage 3 cancer and all the joyful things that go with that. Who knows, maybe I'll look good bald, eh? Now you're just looking at me. I know you think I'm meant to be here, but I'm not. I didn't try to hurt myself. I literally went to sleep like any other night and then I woke up here. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't take any pills. Just ask Johnny. No. Wait. What was that look? There was a look. You did ask Johnny. What did he say? What did he say? He wouldn't say that I tried to do this. No, Johnny wouldn't say that I tried to do this. He wouldn't. No. I don't understand. What do you want me to talk about? You want me to talk about my childhood? Fine. I'll talk about my childhood. I'll talk about anything you want me to talk about. Just please. Just let me go. I'm not meant to be here. Just please. Please let me go. I just want to go home. Please let me go.
Boom, I said back up. The person sitting in front of me, there's nothing left above their shoulders. What's left of him topples into the aisles. A shower of debris, guts, and ashes falls on us. I turned to Max to be like, fuck, Max, what the fuck just happened? Max is slumped in his seat, drenched in a wet red goop I quickly realized used to be inside him. Thousands of people are screaming and scrambling to get away from the source of the explosion. I'm looking at Max, trying to figure out how to get his red goopy bits back where they belong. At the same time, I'm thinking, I was just picking up my water bottle. What if I hadn't been picking up my water bottle? I would have had my face blown off too. It's not until the man appears in the edge of the field that I snap out of the shell shock. There's nothing about his dress or appearance that says he's anything but normal, but the automatic weapon proves he's not. He is cutting people down as he calmly walks toward me. I'm in a blind rage of fear. My blood is all adrenaline. I don't even go into the aisle. It's so full of people. I just sprint straight through the seating bank, my shins and thighs crashing through plastic chairs like they're sticks and leaves. My vision blurs to the point where it looks like I'm in a Monet, and the sound zones in and out like the speaker jack isn't plugged in properly. I don't feel my body. It's like I've been anesthetized from brow to toe. I have a vague awareness that other people are a part of this whole thing. The tip-off is they keep bouncing away from me as I get near them. They are like the pinball to my flipper. I don't comprehend this at the time, but off to my left there's a little person, a kid, curled up feebly on the ground, no longer moving, probably still alive, but won't be much longer beneath a stampede of terrified sports fans. I don't stop. I keep going and going and going until my vision and hearing subside to normalcy, until I'm well away from the stadium. I don't look back once. Now, when I close my eyes at night, I see the headless man who sat in front of me. I see Max's tattered body and face, and if I let myself get sober, I see that little girl I couldn't see, curled up and gripping herself.
Why can't you give them what they want? They'll never hate you guys. They'll hate me, but that's okay. I'm good looking and charming. I've got dimples. I'll take it out with those on the floor for you taking away the sense of community and purpose. You guys don't even know it. Know of this hypocrisy you're a part of. I'm no high Mac disruptor type. I think we all know that. But I envy it, yeah. Good for you guys. The rules have changed the last 2,000 years. If we were still hunter-gatherers and I decided to hoard all the surplus veal my subordinates so earnestly hunted, I'm the one that'd be cooked for dinner. Now forget, you can't knock what people need to do. The only thing standing in the way of some form of meritocracy in this world is one's conscience, and one's all disrupting morals. Now, I don't go out of my way to be like this. Of course, I've tried to become a suit. Who hasn't? As a lifestyle, it's become completely romanticized. It's provocative. It's quite fun. Virtue signaling, this gallantry of mine for once. I mean, I'm not some loser fucking Darrow cunt. Like those people who stick their nose where they shouldn't. No, seriously. I mean, we've become so accustomed to unfollowing and unfriending people on social media that now it's okay to just go up to people in public, interrupt their conversations and be like, I hope you know what you said about the so-and-so community really offends me. I'm not even part of that community. I don't care, mate. I'm stating my right to be offended. Which, of course, is more important. That's identity politics, isn't it? The only person I've ever blamed is myself. I work hard. I tried to play by the rules. I didn't blame others for my failure. What's the point in being bitter and angry and hard to deal with? I hope you're happy with your decision.
I am blank, devoid of content. I wake up exhausted, how I used to feel a few hours after a race when I was well, and I remain exhausted all day, and I can't sleep, ever. On a good day, I get a 20-minute burst of energy around midday. Not exactly energy, rather my exhaustion reduces down to ordinary tiredness. That's my peak. 20 minutes of ordinary tiredness once in a while is the best I get. Mundane tasks take forever. I start something in that delicious tiredness zone, get a little of the way through, and crash. Pick it up the next day if I'm lucky. Probably the next week. It's like everything around me is moving in fast forward, and I'm the only thing going at normal speed. I wake up and my best friend meets someone. I brush my teeth, they're engaged. I sit down for lunch, their kid is 3. By dinner, their little girl is a doctor. Me? I'm partway through filling a medical form in that time. I'm decades behind. It's like traveling faster than the speed of light. By the time I've seen something, I've already gone past it. Except I travel at the speed of stillness. The speed at which an invisible shadow casts itself over darkness. I am nothing. Technically I'm here, but I'm missing from my own life. I am blank.
I won't pray for you. Sorry, I can't. Just please listen before you bite my head off. It's not that I don't care about Emmy. I do. I mean, I'm mortified, completely mortified that your beautiful young girl is so sick. Yes, dying, I know. I can help you with the housework or the cooking, or I can give you money or anything at all you need. But I won't pray for you. Why? It all comes down to God. God is omniscient, all-knowing, all-loving. The man with a plan. The really great plan. I used to pray for the poor, the needy, starving children, victims of nature's wrath. But then I realized, God knows. He knows everything. I'm not giving him any new information when I say, people are starving, they'll die if you don't intervene. If I were to pray to him and say, please God, don't let Emmy die of cancer. She's only 6 and she deserves to live. Then what I'm really saying is you screwed up, God. You shouldn't have given cancer to a child. You might be the all-knowing, all-loving, supreme being. But you really fucked up this time, buddy. I don't know why God is letting Emmy die, Cynthia. Breaks my heart to know he is. But I can't question God's plan. I can't.
open your fucking ears. For which of you will stop the vent of hearing when loud rumour speaks? See, rumour is a pipe blown by surmises, jealousies, conjectures, and of so easy and so plain a stop that the blunt monster with uncounted heads, the still discordant wavering multitude can play upon it. But why is rumour here? I run before King Henry's victory, who in a bloody field by Shrewsbury have beaten down young Hotspur and his troops, quenching the flame of bold rebellion, even with the rebels' blood. But what mean I to speak so true at first? Well, my office is to noise abroad that Harry Monmouth fell under the wrath of noble Hotspur's sword, and that the king stooped his anointed head as low as death. The posts come tiring on, and not a man of them brings other news than they have learnt from me. From rumour's tongues they bring smooth comforts false, worse than true wrongs. Where fucking where?
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you that Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, then it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honourable man, so are they all honourable men, come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. He brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honourable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.
You don't get it. I have been afraid of my father all my life. I spent every waking moment trying to keep him from exploding, trying to do everything just right. And not just believing, but knowing that one day he would kill me. That he would kill us all. My first memory is the day my brother spilled a can of paint down the stairs. My parents were painting the house and Ricky thought he was helping, but it was too heavy for him.
and paint just went flying everywhere. I held my breath. I don't know why I thought that would help. My father put his fist through the wall. I screamed and Ricky started crying, and the whole time he just kept yelling at us to stop crying. But I couldn't. I thought he was going to kill us both, and my mother couldn't stop him. I was 5 years old, and Ricky was 3. And I've been living in that hole in the wall ever since. So I can't forgive him. And I won't pretend. So go read Footprints in the Sand if it will make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Today my father's going in the ground, except I don't remember having a father. A father wouldn't do that to his kids.
There you are. Well, silly me. I thought you might be out weeding the garden. Long overdue, Robert. Or at least in the garage sorting your shit out. But no. Here you are, in bed. Oh, it's okay, sweetheart. You don't need to hide under the covers. I've known about his affairs for years. Oh yeah, affairs. There's more than one of you, so I don't think you're so special. Oh, shut up, Robert. Stop trying to defend your pathetic self. You know it's true. And cover yourself up. It's just indecent. Ugh. It's gross. The only reason I'm here, Robert, is because you need to sign some papers. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a big tax bill. So I've left the papers downstairs on the kitchen table with a pen. So you can drag yourself away for a couple of minutes, go downstairs, sign the papers, leave them there, and I'll pick them up later. Okay? Oh, sweetheart, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you so much for taking him off my hands. Having sex with him was such a chore. He's all yours. Oh. No, actually, he's not all yours. Remember, there's quite a few out there. But enjoy it while you can, I guess. Ciao. Goodbye, Robert. Don't forget the papers. Goodbye.
So I'm talking to Steve Nelson, Snelly. We're about to close the biggest deal of our lives, and we are both fucking ecstatic, like snorting coke off a high-end hooker at the casino ecstatic. And I'm walking down the road heading to a friend's place to get the celebration started off a little early, if you know what I mean. As Snelly's driving and he can't text me, so we're talking on the Bluetooth and I'm writing down the address in my notepad. And as I'm walking down, some prick coming the other way pushes into me. And he's like, which way you're going, cunt? And I'm like, I am so sorry if that hurt you, you whiny little 8-year-old bitch daughter of a shit-eating cum slut. Naturally, that pisses him off to no end. He takes a fucking swipe at me with his bare paw, strikes me in the side of the face, earpiece, digs into my ear canal like a fucking knife. I swing right back at the prick without looking up. Fuck. I'm digging the Bluetooth out of my ear, opening and closing my mouth to test the condition of my jaw. Feels like somebody swung a leg of lamb at my face. That's when I look up. Fuck. I've hit him with my pen. Right in the artery. The bleeding's already slowed down to little ebbs. I fucking killed him. That's when I noticed the prick across the road, staring at me like a deer in headlights. Triple fuck. I go to cross and he makes as if to back away, but his body's not following orders. I come right up to his face and I go, listen, I've done a lot of good shit with my life. I'm happy. I'm successful. Now it was self-defense, sure, but the courts mightn't see it that way. And I'm not going to go to jail for killing some fucking junkie. So you're not going to say anything to anyone, or I'm going to hunt down everybody you've ever loved, and I will murder them slowly. I'll bury them alive. I'll drown them in their own piss and shit. Leave them to starve in an abandoned warehouse. But I won't touch you. No. I'll let you live to see your loved ones' grisly fucking murders all over the news. Now what you're going to do is turn around, walk away, and not breathe a word of this to anyone, ever. Or I'm going to show you how serious I really am. And then I walked away, and I didn't look back. Oh, fuck, I need a drink.
There's lots of things I tell myself to sleep at night. You couldn't have known, is one. Most people would have done the same thing, is one. It's not like I did anything wrong. Ugh. But that's the problem with us, isn't it? Us people. Responsibility, be damned. Accountability, be damned. It's just so much easier to throw our hands up in the air and walk away. And that's what I did that day in July, 4 years ago. I threw my hands up in the air and I walked away. Now, I'm not an especially brave person, but I'm not a coward either. I'm an ordinary person, and ordinary people take risks to help children in danger. So why did I walk away? Why did I walk away? I try to tell myself that there was no indication anywhere that anything was wrong, that I couldn't have known. When I walked past that house on the corner of Burr and Harding, I heard a child scream. And I mean, it sounded playful. You know how children are, always screaming when they get excited about something. It's hardly a sign of danger. The problem is that I immediately thought, what if that was real? And I mean, I might have felt differently about it had I not had that thought, but then the child screamed and my first thought was, what if that wasn't as playful as it sounded? I mean, I could have checked. I could have peeked through a window. I could have knocked on the door and pretended to be a Mormon. I could have called the police. But I did none of those things. I did nothing.
You have to answer like it's a real question. Okay, I mean, if you don't answer like it's real, this is not going to work. You got that? Great. I'll ask a question, and you take as much time as you need. You ready? All right. Here it is. If your daughter turned up today, and I know it's hard to think about, would you accept a legally harvested organ if it was the only way you could save a life? Would you let an innocent person die so that your daughter could live? Just like that. That was a pretty quick answer, Pauline. You didn't hesitate for a millisecond there. Wait, so you'd really let someone be kidnapped, have their organs removed, their body discarded? Are you saying, Pauline, that someone you love is worth more than someone else loves? Oh, no. I'm not surprised I need to say that. I do admire your honesty, but boy, there's so much more to admire. Unless you vindicated me. What do I mean? You can't figure it out. Look, Pauline. And they look familiar? You'll get it in a second.
lot of people don't like to say I told you so, but I'm going to own it. I told you so. I've complained about this kind of thing like 1,000 times, and yet, does anything ever change? No, it doesn't. And now you've gone and, oh, what was it again? That's right. You've killed someone. And why was that again? Correct. Because you were being impulsive. I damn well told you this would happen, you absolute muppet. I told you so. No. Don't you dare yell at me. You don't get to kill someone and then yell at me for rubbing my 10 years of complaining in your face. I'm going to snip at you, and I'm going to keep telling you I told you so until my mouth bleeds. Right, let's sort this idiocy out, shall we? You killed Mr. Singh in his office and then what? Came straight here? And what does try to deal with the body mean? Right. So if I understand your babbling correctly, and what have I told you about your diction when you're emotional? You impulsively killed Mr. Singh in his office and then followed a further series of impulses to try and deal with the body and ended up borrowing a small boat to try and dispose the body at sea. What do you mean most of it? Well, what's left of it? 3 fingers and an arm. What happened to the other 2 fingers and the hat? You know what? It really doesn't matter. You're going to go and clean your dead boss's DNA off your stupid hands and your stupid face and your stupid everything else. I'm going to go and deal with the security footage. That's right. There is no doubt security footage of you stuffing your dead boss's body into your stupid little car. Now go. Clean yourself up. Oh, and darling, one more thing. I damn well told you this would happen.
I hope you enjoyed the show. If you would like to help select who goes through to the global finals, you can do so by voting. We're about to publish a link to the voting form in the description of this video below, and voting lines are open for 48 hours from the end of the broadcast. You must select exactly 2 performances, not just one, and please note that you're not allowed to vote more than once per show. Thanks for tuning in. Head to worldmonologuegames.com/watch if you'd like to check out more of our events. See you next time.